Hey, good morning. This is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life, bringing you the daily word for men, and the word for today is consecrated. And this is December 31st, 2024, the last day of 2024. You are a chosen people, royal priest, a holy nation, a people for God's own possession. You were chosen to tell about the wonderful acts of God who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. And that is from Peter 1 Peter 2, verse 9, NCV version. God has chosen us. We don't know how, we don't know why. We ask, we think if we could know, perhaps it would give us more understanding about ourselves or our value. But in reality, it's not about us or that he chose us specifically. It's about him. He is holy and wonderful and merciful and great. That is why we are to tell others about him. We are set apart not because of ourselves, but because he consecrated us based on who he is. He calls us to act accordingly, to be holy as he is holy. We continue each day to set ourselves apart from the world. We strive not to love the world and to devote our hearts to him. As we end this year, let's challenge ourselves to start the next one with hearts fervent in pursuit of Christ. How can you consecrate yourself to God in the new year? Well, for me, I think it's a continuation of what I've done in the past, to stay close to his word at all times, to obey his word at all times. We all sin and fall short, but to continue to try, and when we're wrong, this is a little bit from AA, promptly admit it and ask for his forgiveness. Don't let it fester. I have found that for myself, that once I do something wrong, it becomes easier to do it again unless I confess to God and admit my mistakes and continue to perform those acts that he told us to, those acts of charity that he performed on earth. And since he is no longer here on earth with us, to perform those acts of charity for our neighbors, our friends, our loved ones, in his name. And to look forward to life with him. We never know if this is going to be our final year on earth. I'll be turning 75. I know I don't have 75 years ahead of me. That's for sure. I'm not worried about passing. You just never know. I just came out to the porch, and somewhere near Azerbaijan, or some people were flying around, and the plane split in half when it hit the ground. 22 people did live, but a lot more died, and they never thought it was going to be their last day. Some poor lady in the subway in New York, someone came up and lit her on fire, and she died from her burns. She never thought it was going to be her last day. So all we can do is bring glory to God and look forward to the time that we have with him in the new world to come. as this world waxes worse and worse. So God bless you all on this last day of December. It's pretty mild down here in Florida. As I said, I'm taping this ahead of time and not bad at all, but I know I saw the delays. There was snow up in New England. My family sent me pictures, and not much, but enough to make it slippery. And I used to hate driving to work in that kind of snow where you can't be sure that you'll be able to stop. So I used to go very slow to the consternation of anyone behind me. But I just did not want to have an accident and hurt someone. So God bless and see you tomorrow, the start of 2025.